Hello everyone, and welcome to Area Military Collectibles. So here we are today at Enniskillen Castle, which is here, and their little war memorial. This place is famous for the Enniskillen Dragoon Guards, the Enniskillen Fusiliers, places like that. So let's just go in and have a look around and see what we can see. I don't know how good this is going to come out now, but this is the Dragoons, Enniskillen Dragoons, part of their display. Hopefully you can see stuff. Their dress uniform is quite something. It's an officer's one anyway. I actually have one of their berets with that cap badge at home. I'll just show you here actually on this officer's one if it comes out. I actually have that cap badge on their beret. Nice little display. Some nice little medal racks there in the background. So yeah, so let's just carry on with two. So here we are again, another little display. This is for their medical Victoria Crosses of the Enniskillens. Here we go. There's a bit of the history of them. If you want to pause and read. Some more leads in here, and then we've this little display in here. Another nice little one. So we've just little medical station set up here. Say it's Gallipoli or a tropical area anyway, because these lads are in warm weather gear. And we've the story of Ceithleannʼ, another famous skin. Oh, we've actually got sound effects. Some shelling going on in the distance. Yeah, lovely little display. We'll carry on down along because there's loads of these little displays set up along down. There we go, another little display. Little Willys Jeep. General purpose vehicle used by the Enniskillen Fusiliers, Enniskillen Dragoon Guards worldwide. You can actually see one of their tanks lineups they have at the back. And then you have a little Bren gun carrier. So yeah, here we go. There's the Bren gun carrier. Badged up to the Enniskillens, Universal Bren gun carrier. you a bit about it. Used by the Enniskillen Dragoon Guards, Enniskillen Fusiliers, 1939 to 1960. By the reconnaissance and resupply in Burma, Sicily, Italy, and Northwest Europe. In Burma, Corporal Scott and Fusilier Newman were awarded bravery medals for installing and recovering a damaged carrier under Japanese fire. I presume that's who these lads are meant to be. So yeah. So we have more little bits and bobs here. So we have the pipes and drums, 50 Enniskillen, their carry case. We have 120 so-called recoilless anti-tank gun. Yeah. If any of you have ever fired one of them, they ain't exactly recoilless. We have a little BSA 350, 1960 motorcycle. And then we have that. So we'll go around. There you go. Ferret scout car. Used by the reconnaissance and Enniskillen Fusiliers in Germany and Enniskillen Dragoon Guards in Aden. Nice little dog. See into it there. Very well kept. It's actually got the Berlin mark on it. So yeah, little ferret. So those fans of you of Warhorse, obviously being dragoons, they would have been cavalry at one stage. They would have been on horseback, as you can hear by the sound effects. But this is really cool. I love this uniform. This is the Enniskillen Horse Drum Band. There's the drums there in the background. Bicycle for the reconnaissance element, and this is really cool. North Irish Horse regiment is still going around actually at the minute as a TA. I believe they're based out of England, though I don't think they're in Ireland, but the North Irish Horse is still there as a TA regiment. So yeah. The Cyclist Soldier 1914 to 1918. Irishmen joined the colours. Yeah. I'm really impressed with the little displays here in this. I presume these would have been cavalry stalls that they have down along. Maybe 2 or 3 horses per cavalry stall. But yeah. Let's carry on and see what else we can find. So here we are in the Farrier's room of the Enniskillen Dragoon Guards. Sorry, I'll just go back to this poster. So that's 145 years of the regiment. Started in 1751, all the way up until 1896. Yeah, so this is the Farrier's workshops here in the museum. So you have all their tools. Their bits, blacksmiths. Their operations in the Crimea. This is very interesting. I don't know if you can see this. The battle damage of an Enniskillen Dragoon helmet after Balaclava. There you go. Farrier work 1854. Here you go. Here's the actual display.
There, girl. Steady now, steady now. Good girl.
There's the Farrier heard at it. Boys in the background then.
Oh no. There.
I'm quite impressed with the little displays here actually. They're very good. This is the oldest part of the castle, known as the Castle Keep. These were for stores of munitions and armour and things like that during times of war. Just a little display here of what the original castle looked like. This is the Castle Keep. This is the building that we're in now at the minute. We're actually in this on the right, or left I should say. So, yeah. Another depiction of what the castle looked like at one point in time. Crossbows, cutlasses, axes, 200 broadswords, powdered flasks, life inside the castle. Yeah. So let's carry on and see what else we can. Another depiction of the castle at one point in time. So we've this table set up for a bit of a banquet. And we've got a pikeman and an original musket that was actually found during restoration of the castle, which is pretty cool. And then we've a little model of a banquet being held. So I'm just wandering around here and I found this thing, and I think it is some type of a mortar, but if you look here, there's what looks like, just here, it looks like the firing system of an infield onto that, and then with a big draw cord or pull behind it. So I don't know. Anyone know what that is? So here we are at the Museum of the Enniskillens. I just want to keep something to my back a minute. So yeah, so we have the Enniskillen Regiment, formed in 1689, and its timeline along. Very, very interesting. There we go. So this is the war against Napoleon. Now, Danny Reese, I don't know if you're looking at, but look at that medal and all the battle honours on it. Yeah. We'll just carry on. There's the two sister regiments, Royal Ulster Rifles, Royal Irish Fusiliers. Yeah, look at this. This is all the regimental silver. And the regiment was disbanded is placed here. And that is the regimental march playing. So, injured soldier from Waterloo in Belgium. So we're into more stuff here now at this side. Service in the 19th century. Number 26, number 20. Ram's Head Snuff Box, India, 1859. Fair enough. There you go. So different assortment of badges and patches, uniforms. Fantastic museum, I must say. I'm just trying to get around it really quick through this video. Hopefully we'll get more of a chance to have a look at it. There's another case here behind me that I'm going to show you now shortly. Those are the medal collectors. There's another outstanding one. Fantastic medal collections here. We go along. That's a depiction of one of their soldiers winning a medal in Gallipoli. There you go. Sergeant Jones Summer, Belturbet. Belturbet is actually in the Republic now, County Cavan. More medal collections here. I'm sure there'll be a few of you pausing this and looking at them. Yeah. And here's their Victoria crosses. I asked the woman actually about these, are they copies or whatever, and no, they actually have all the original Victoria crosses, which is unbelievable. And here's their stories and who won them. More depictions, battle bringbacks, another fantastic ribbon collection there. More bringbacks. Trench Club. And then another famous guy, Lawrence Oates, if any of you know who he is. Captain Scott expedition to the Antarctic. More medley collections. Now, we'll carry on. So here we are again, we're upstairs now, and this is another part of the museum. Still in the castle keep. It's the weapons. So the SA-80, SLR, SMLE, Mark IV, all the way down to the musket, and then up top we have the GPMG. But down here we have a depiction of a battle. Famous battle. There you go. Let you read it yourself. There you go. There's the depiction. Fantastic. The depictions they have are fantastic. Now, this big cabinet here behind me is just more stuff. Look at that for a rack. Number 46 would be worn by Field Marshal Sir Atchin, is a Dutch name, Colonel of the Enniskillen from 1941 to 1947. Now we have some more famous Enniskillen Dragoon Guards. Behind there, our medal collection. Now this regiment was all the way up until I believe the 60s before it got disbanded or amalgamated with a lot of the Irish regiments were amalgamated. You get the Ulsters, you get the Royal Irish Fusiliers, the Royal Irish Rangers, they were all amalgamated. So look, here we have more medals. Oh, interestingly enough, that's an Irish medal. So, enlisted into the Royal Army Medical Corps 1915 as a private, later transferring to the Royal Enniskillen Fusiliers, discharged as a Lance Corporal in 1919, and returned to Adair, County Limerick, which isn't far from where I am. At the commencement of World War II, he enlisted into the local defence forces in Adair as an instructor, so that's why he's got this medal. And there his Victory and War medal. That's very cool. So there was a guy that was actually in the Enniskillens. Like this will just shows you how complex Irish history is. He was in the Royal Enniskillen Fusiliers. First he was in the Medical Corps, then in the Royal Irish Fusiliers for the First World War. Then he joined the Irish Defence Forces at the outbreak of the Second World War, and he got an Irish medal. Very interesting. Danny Reese would love these medal collections. There's some fantastic ones here. I mean, look at this. And this is only a fraction of it. I couldn't cover all this history. You have drawers upon drawers of medals. So we'll walk along this way, and this was the later area of the Enniskillens as territorials, 1975. The Cold War, 89. So yeah, this is their later escapades. So there's a lot of the regiments that were amalgamated. Royal Irish Regiment, Connacht Rangers, which would have been, they would have bordered on the area where I come from that they could have enlisted. But this was the main regiment, the Royal Munster Fusiliers, the Leinster Regiment. So there were more Irish regiments. So we look along here, then you have like modern, like after the Second World War, shall we say, the British Empire. More stuff, United Nations. There's an interesting rack. There's World War II all the way up into Korea. More medals. Fabad, I mean, it's cleared away. The Irish battle cry. So they have more headdresses for the EN-iss-KIL-ەns. More drums. Killed in action. Little memorial. So I use the Royal Irish Regiment, sister regiment, founded in 1992, which would have been them. So the Royal Irish Rangers were disbanded in 1992, and then they formed the Royal Irish Regiment, and the Ulster Defence Regiment as well were all amalgamated into that regiment. So then you have the Enniskillens in Korea, I believe. Yes. Enniskillen Dragoon Guards now. This is the Enniskillen Dragoon Guards, not the Fusiliers. We have more medals, more collections. But I mean, there's drawers upon drawers of this stuff, like. Unbelievable what's here. Like, there's this, like, there. Like, Danny Reese here, get a look at these medals, like. I mean, there are drawers upon drawers of them. So this is the First World War drawer. So that's the First World War. Next one then is First World War again. It's just drawers and drawers of medals. So I'll carry on down to the next level. So, Royal Irish Regiment, Afghanistan, 1912 or 2011. There you go. South Irish Horse, Royal Dublin Fusiliers, more regiments that were disbanded, Harp and Crown Irish regiments of the British Army, the famous Carbine. It's a Royal Irish Regiment one, because there's no scroll underneath it. More regiments that were disbanded. Yeah, fantastic, fantastic little museum. And that's the end of it now, pretty much, guys. So, I hope you...